they're better off using an RTM on Nitish Rana. I think Nitish Rana did a very admirable job in 2023.
But he bowled that over to Yashasvi Jaiswal, you remember? He bowled himself first over.
Dustin, you are a mean man.
Please, yeah, not
But
everyone
he's
is
also,
scaled
but
up.
I like Nitish Rana. He's a good player and captain.
There's not every sorry, Dustin. Not everybody is scaled round. Please.
Oh, shots fired. The Shreyas Iyer question for KKR. I mean, is it even a question? The man who's led you to an IPL championship, one of the marquee Indian batters in this format. So surely he's a straight up retention, whatever the cost may be. Maybe he won't be number one, but perhaps two, or maybe even number one ahead of Andre Russell and Sunil Narayan. These are the questions we ask of Dustin Salgado, of Adi, as well as the man on Venki Mysore's speed dial list, Nagaraj Kulam.
Donna Kapoor.
Okay. What do we know about Shreyas? Is it not a straightforward retention? Nagaraj, what are you hearing?
Yeah, I'll let Dustin answer that first.
I have not heard
What are you hearing from Nagaraj?
What is the man on the street or the person on the street saying, Dustin?
I have no idea, man. I'm waiting for the information from you. The average Kolkata fan expects Shreyas Iyer to be retained. At what price is the question? But they expect him to be one of the retentions at least.
Would you retain him?
Yes, but I would first make a presentation to him about all the great leaders who have made sacrifices, for the good of the team, and just convince him that, the leader doesn't always have to get the top retention. They can get the third retention also, maybe 11 crores.
That's happened.
Give him
once.
the example of MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni took the second retention, I think, once. Give him the example of Joe Biden made such a sacrifice for his party in the USA.
Slightly different reasons for president.
Yeah, but not to all. Shreyas is not that old.
But but your point is somewhat well taken, I think.
Yeah.
Adi.
Yeah. So whatever I've heard from multiple people, Shreyas Iyer is probably on the way out and he's into the auction. I think it makes sense in multiple ways because I don't think his T20 record has been up and down for a bit, and I don't think last year was also that great. So I think Varun is someone who you will not find in the open auction, or you're unlikely to find someone like a Varun. So if you're probably better off retaining Varun, Sunil, Rinku +2 uncapped, and then let go of Shreyas, and then if you can RTM Nitish Rana, make him your captain again. He did a good job.
Hang on. So you're saying Russell, Narayan,
no,
Varun and Rinku?
No, Varun, Narayan, Rinku, and 2 uncapped.
So not Andre Russell also?
RTM.
Yeah, Venki Mysore will be listening, as you know. So saying
he's watching this recording right now, I'm sure.
Yeah. So I think, yes, it is becoming an open secret. Looks like that Shreyas is not on his way out, but thinking hard about moving out for reasons like clearly, I think there's also unconfirmed, but there's at least a very strong offer from another rival franchise, which has apparently given him a massive number, which will be paid like in whatever fashion. But
what color jersey do they wear? Just give us that.
No, please, no hint drop. But I think that's also again like part and parcel of when there's retention, there will be other offers coming up. So, and this is an IPL winning captain, so the people will think, and there are other teams we've already spoken about that are on the lookout. This is a guy who is very self-confident, which is a big thing in a leader, who is not shy of whatever the world is talking about him. He is able to manage to gather the players and get to kind of do the work. Tactically, from the outside, we might think whatever of Shreyas Iyer, but the dressing room thinks that he's pretty sharp. And he is very compatible, which is a very important thing to work with the mentors or coaches, which we have seen with Ponting and this. So KKR definitely would want him and will give him I'm sure whether it is a top retention or not, that's besides the point, but will give him the price that if he's in demand, they will give him the top price, probably. You would think so.
So you're saying that there's every reason for KKR want to, but it's not Iyer's behest that he may likely go into the auction because of what some other franchise has reached out to him and promised him. Okay,
Possibly. Let
sake of argument, let's just think of which franchises need a captain. I can't help but think anybody who wants Shreyas Iyer is also looking for a captain. And there is
Punjab.
captaincy vacancy at Punjab,
Delhi,
potential Delhi if the Pant news indeed
potentially.
comes
Yeah.
to confirm.
Yeah.
That's subject to that. RCB, if
RCB?
Kohli doesn't happen and Faf is they're looking for an Indian captain. That's 3. Cummins and
LSG.
sorted, so that's
LSG
covered.
potentially, yeah.
And LSG with the KL Rahul situation. But these are all, there's so many asterisks to this. That's why
And
I don't
Shreyas
know.
Iyer has worked with Ricky Ponting before and taken Delhi to a final, right?
Correct, in 2020.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they had 3
Yeah.
very good
2020.
years.
Yeah.
What
They had good
19
years with him.
Yeah, 19, 20, and 21 were very good for them.
No, I just
In the
mentioned
same time.
Ponting because obviously Ponting is now, we know
Punjab.
where, so that could be there could be a
Yeah.
connection.
Then the question is about the comfort and also about the working relationship with the current coaching staff, right? So, and Shreyas is also like Chandu Pandit has been a Bombay coach, and so Shreyas has seen him from a young age. So I think that bond is already there. So yeah, I think
What I would find staggering in all this is I think KKR should go all out to ensure that the stability in leadership is somewhat carried forward with Shreyas, with losing Gautam Gambhir and Abhishek Nair last year. Yes, Chandu Pandit is there, but there's no doubt about Shreyas making his place in the 11 of an IPL side. He may have had, he didn't have much to do, quite frankly, in the season last year, but he kept the ship steady. I see him fitting in the 5 retentions in whatever order. If you want to gamble with another player, you gamble. But Shreyas, for me, with the dearth of captaincy options, I'm quite surprised that KKR wouldn't do whatever it takes to keep him.
in fact last year the numbers say that he had as a batter, he had his best year last year.
I think it
Yeah, I
all
mean,
depends
there
on
is-
how
there
much
is-
you value
I mean, of course, there was-
captaincy, right? Like that's something people within the team know because obviously KKR has had very good coaches and mentors. Delhi also, where he did well as a captain, had a very good coach. So only people within the franchise would know how much of the success was down to the coaching team and how much of. But if it was Shreyas's captaincy, then like I said, success at both Delhi and KKR, that's very valuable for any team. A captain
Yeah.
like that.
No, I'm just
I mean,
saying
in the
that
win-loss ratio, he's very strong, the numbers.
guys like Ruturaj Gaikwad, Sanju Samson, whether they're playing for India or not, the role that they play for their franchise, especially given that the franchise has built a brand around them, they've improved as players themselves, they may or may not make the Indian team, but that they are paramount. I don't see any situation where Gaikwad and Samson are not retained by CSK and RR, and I feel Shreyas is the same to KKR as these two players are.
But Samson's numbers and Gaikwad's numbers at CSK, even if they don't play, CSK and RR, even if they don't play for India, justify whatever they're doing because they deliver at IPL
Good
level.
point. Yeah.
Has a Shreyas Iyer done that? No. And just if I have to put myself in KKR shoes, so say for example, you no longer have a peak Nareen or a peak Russell, or everyone is on the decline.
I'm not
I
willing
mean,
to.
I don't know
That's an
on the
opinion.
basis of last season, if you could say that.
That's
No.
an opinion. I thought that, Adi. I thought that, but I don't rule out they've got maybe 2 more good seasons.
Okay, fair enough. Even say for example, even Sunil Narine manages to do whatever he did last year, and Russell, if not with both bat and ball, at least with one of the aspects, he had a very good season. You're still looking at 1 year. You need someone you need some money in the auction to put. Probably build at least get at least 2 more stars. You need more stars. If you're going to spend 18 on Shreyas, that makes it 6 retentions.
The reason
Okay.
Shreyas was bought by KKR was for captaincy.
They
Simple.
wanted
So simple that, and every team wants a captain first.
Let me
More
throw in one
importantly,
more.
and Indian.
As
But
a
I think-
result, I know a lot of time has passed, but given that there was this video that circulated on social media during the last IPL when everything that was going on in MI came out, where Rohit Sharma was talking to Abhishek Nair when MI played KKR, and I know Adi said in our previous MI video that subject to Rashid Khan entering the auction, MI will decide on the final retention, whether they keep an extra player or not. So how about I put this question? Subject to Rohit Sharma entering the auction, KKR will decide if they want to keep Shreyas Iyer or not.
The proposition
Who's
is very
fighting?
interesting. The proposition is very interesting, but sadly, I don't think it happening.
Going around the room one last time, Shreyas Iyer, would you retain him?
No.
Yes or no? Adi.
No.
Dustin,
I would retain him.
you would retain him. Nagraj,
Retain.
I'll go with retain as
Whether
well.
he wants to be retained is the question now.
That's fine. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's see how things play out at KKR.